Hello and welcome everyone. It is Friday, February 2nd, 2018, and time for another weekly comics video. A little late getting it out this week. My work schedule got changed around and I couldn't get in my comic shop till today, so a couple days later than I like to get them out, but anyways, we'll get to her here. Before I get going, I just want to talk about some shoutouts. VZA or VZA in Canada. Really good channel. I've got a bunch of them linked on my front page there. They've a lot of drawing videos from Jim Lee and other artists on there, which I really like watching. I love to draw, so seeing how they do things and their techniques is really interesting. So that's a really good channel. Comic Cavern Collectibles. Give a shout out to him. He puts out a lot of videos, different topics. Not always comic haul videos like I do, but a lot of different stuff on there. So a really good channel to check out. And one of my early subscribers, I've only been doing this a few months, but he's been there pretty much right from the beginning, is Gomez Comic Collector. Really like his channel, puts out a lot of good videos, and he sends me a lot of comments and stuff on my videos, so I really appreciate it. So, three good channels to check out: VZA, Comic Cavern Collectibles, and Gomez Comic Collector. So before we get into my new stuff this week, I'm just going to show you some books I picked up in the last week. I got first print of Incredible Hulk 377. It's not super valuable, but it is in really nice shape. I only paid $5 for it, so I couldn't pass it up. And it's near mint copy, so and it's funny because the first and second printings were 91, and they didn't do the third printing. The third printing, which is worth a lot of money, didn't come out till 94, and I forget why they didn't release it later, but anyways, if you come across those, it's a good one to get. If you get the third printing, it's kind of got that really weird colored green background. If you find that, it's worth picking up if you can find it cheap enough price. So my Thanos number 13 showed up. I got 2 copies of the first print. The second print was supposed to be out today, and my shop ordered them for me, but they're late. I think they won't be until next week, even though most shops got them today. I guess they just ordered them a little later than other ones. So, and they just announced that this is going to a third printing as well. They just announced that today. So, if you can get the first print, get it. If you can get the second print, get that too, because even though it's in most cases first prints are worth more, but this one I like the cover on the second printing actually better than this first one. And, because it's a great story, it's a great writer, it's a great artist, first introduction of a new character, and the print run is going to be quite low, I would think, on the second print. And the first print, even with all the variants, on this 13 was only 44,000 with all the variants. So more than likely the second printing is only going to be 10 to 20,000. And then the third printing, who knows how many that'll be. So I'm already ordered the third printing. So anyways, pick those up if you can find them. I found Old Man Logan 31. That's the first part of that Scarlet Samurai story arc, and that's the limited, I think it's a 1 for 25, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a retailer incentive copy, and it was a really nice shape, so I grabbed that one. And I was on the Comic Book Villains site, and I can't remember if he mentioned or one of his subscribers mentioned that Scout Comics has had the Infernoct number 1s. This is the New York Comic Con cover. They had these for $10 a piece, so I got 2. They just showed up today, so it kind of worked out good. Maybe doing my video a little late. I got 2 of the New York Comic Con covers, and I got 1 of the 1 for 10. I paid $10 for each of those, so $30 for all 3. And I was a little concerned because he showed a video of his Teether comics showing up just stuffed into a paper envelope, no bags or protection or backer boards or anything. So these all showed up in bagged and boarded, inside wrapped in big thick cardboard, and then in a cardboard mailer. So they came in perfect condition and really nice shape. I was glad to get them. Like I say, I paid $10. I couldn't believe it. So anyways, thanks to him and his channel. I can't remember the subscriber's name, but anyways, grab those. Got those in my collection now. And I just want to clarify, I did my video on the Red Goblin the other day, and I mentioned the variants for $7.97, that there was an A, B, and C cover, a 1 for 10 limited variant. I said a 1 for 100 and a 1 for 500. And after doing the video, I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to order an extra. I've already got 20 copies on order. And I thought, if I only have to order another 10 or 20, I'll do it to get the 100 variant. So I called him up and he's like, yeah, actually, you know what? There's an A, B, and C cover. There's a 1 for 10, a 1 for 500, and a 1 for 1,000. So that idea is gone because I ain't buying that many. But I don't remember the last time they had a 1 for 1,000 variant. But anyways, who knows? And 794 was the last issue. And at the back of that book, they showed Osborn getting the Carnage symbiote. And then I was looking on Comic Exposure, and I ordered a couple copies of this 796. There's a Crane cover with the Red Goblin on the cover. It's limited to 3,000 copies, so I ordered a few just a few days ago. So they'll be coming. They won't be released till the book hits the shelves. But I mentioned in my video that 797 is most likely going to be first appearance, just kind of a splash page. And I still think that, but there is the off chance that they may do it in 796. Just now that I've seen this cover, I'm like, oh, maybe there's so. Anyways, if you're buying Spider-Man, keep going with it. If you're waiting till 797, you might want to pick up. I would even recommend picking up 795, the next issue, right through till that whole Go Down Swinging story arc is done in 801, because you never know. Like I say, I wasn't expecting anything in 794, and all of a sudden there's Carter, Symbiote, and Osborn. So they may throw something in each one of those books right up to that next story arc. So anyways, just keep that in mind. Pick those up. I'm going to start with some Image this week. I've been buying this Realm series. So these are my new pickups. I got the Realm number 5, regular cover, and the variant. I really like that series, and I've been buying it right from number 1. Number 1's gone up a fair bit, so we'll see how this one is. I haven't read it yet, but it looks pretty good. I like the covers on those. They got kind of that old school, kind of got the same type of Seven Eternity, that kind of that brownish gold sort of color. I like that. So, anyways, and I've been talking about this one for a while. Spawn 282. Got the regular and the variant cover for that one. That's the introduction of that new character. I believe she's called Black Mirror. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I've been wanting that one for a while. So that's going to be one of my honorable mentions this week. That's it from Image. Jeez, I can't even get it out of my mouth today. So from Marvel, I picked up. This came out last week. Legion number 1. I only grabbed it because it's number 1. I like picking up number 1s, so I don't know how well. I don't think I'll keep going with that story. We'll see how it goes. But I picked up the Avengers Infinity War Prelude. I think there's a new Iron Man armor suit introduced in that. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't read it yet, but I thought I read something about that, so I grabbed it. I got Tales of Suspense 101. I picked up 100, so I thought I'd keep going with that story. It's a 5-issue story, so I'll keep going with that. Grabbed All New Wolverine. I like that series. And just so you're aware, issue, I think it's 33. They started a new story arc where it's old woman Laura. So I think it's her in the future as an older, kind of along that whole, Old Man Logan, Old Man Hawkeye storyline. So it looks kind of interesting though. So I'll probably pick that up too. Punisher Platoon number 5. That's a 6-part miniseries. I've been liking that one, so I'll keep going with it. And Old Man Logan 34, man, I'm loving the covers on and the artwork with Old Man Logan. That's a good series. I recommend that one. I don't know what they're going to be worth anything down the road, but it's a really good series. Grabbed the Hulk 712. There's 2 covers for that this week. There's the regular and the variant, so I'll grab both of those. And just so you're aware, 714, which will be a couple months from now, starts a new story arc. World War Hulk 2 comes out, so that'll be a really good one. There's a bunch of variants for that. I already got them on order. There's a 1 for 25, and I think there might even be a 1 for 50 for that. But anyways, yeah, that World War Hulk 2 will be coming out, which will be good. I also grabbed Avengers. These are coming out every week, as you know. 678, and I got the retailer incentive. There's only 1 of those per store, so I got 1 of those. Cover price, so I was pretty happy about that. I like that story. It's not bad. It could be a little better, but it's a good read. It's shit getting blown up and smashed and everything, so it's pretty good. That's it for Marvel. Actually, before I leave Marvel, They gave out, my shop was giving these, I guess Marvel gave these to all the shops. They're just free. They're just a big venomized, it's a big poster kind of deal. It shows all the books that'll be or have come out and will be coming out. There's a few new ones and stuff. So, anyways, you can grab one of those if you're in your shop. They're free. Just ask for one of those. They'll give them to you. And DC, I picked up Justice League of America Doom Patrol Part 1. I haven't read it. We'll see how it goes. Not really liking that cover all that much. It's kind of a lame cover, but anyways. Harley Quinn 36. I got the A and the B cover. I like that. That B cover is kind of cool. I like that one. I like the last issue, so I kept going with it. I'll see how it goes in this issue because the story continues on. Picked up the Silencer. It's another one of those new titles they brought out. I don't know. It sounds okay. It just we'll see how it goes. Detective Comics Annual #1. I'm looking forward to reading this one. It's got the origin of the Clayface. It's they've told the origin a few times over the year. I think twice before over the years, but this is a kind of a little different take on it. And it looks pretty good. I like what they're doing with Batman and Detective Comics and everything right now. So. And this is one of my honorable mentions this week is the Flash Annual #1. I've talked about this for a while. I got 2 copies there. They brought back a ton of characters from the past in this. Zoom is back. There's the Renegades. There's Wally West. So it's going to be the only issue with this. This is a prelude to the whole story arc Flash War. But it won't come out till issue 46, which is a couple months away, so you got to wait a little bit. But it looks really good, so that's my honorable mention this week. I like the Flash. I'm not a huge Flash fan, but when they got a good story, I'll definitely pick it up, and I like that. So, and my pick of the week this week is Dark Knight's Metal #5. Got your foil cover. There's 4 covers, and for whatever reason, my shop only gave me 3 because I ordered all 4. There's a Wonder Woman. There's 2 Wonder Womans. There's this one, and there's another Wonder Woman cover where she's got like a big mace ready to smash somebody. So, my favorite cover of the whole thing is this Batman Who Laughs one. I picked up 2 copies of this one. That's a really cool looking cover. I love that cover. Got some good covers, man. Anyways, yeah. So that's it for my new pickups. As far as stuff coming down the road, Thanos, like I mentioned, their 13 is going to 3rd printing. 14 is a 2nd printing, and 15 is a 2nd printing. Those are coming out in the next few weeks. Number 16, that'll be coming out, again, at the end of this month, I guess. And that's going to have the origin of the Cosmic Ghost Rider is going to be told in that one. So that's going to be another really good one to make sure you pick that up. Suicide Squad number 35, I think that comes out in a couple weeks. There's a new character being introduced called The Wall. So if you're not picking up Suicide Squad, I'd recommend getting that one. That's going to be a good one to get. I'm already ordered mine. And I'm not a huge Dark Horse Comics fan. I will pick up a few titles from them, but they don't have a ton of stuff I like. But I'm a huge, huge Frank Miller fan. I love his work on Daredevil. I've got his first Daredevil art. I got Spectacular Spider-Man 27. That's actually his first artwork where he drew Daredevil. Yeah, it's a really nice graded copy too. But anyways, he did, as you know, he did 300, he did Sin City, he did some Batman stuff, but I really like 300. I love the movie and I love the books. And he's coming out in April with a 5-part miniseries called Xerxes, The Fall of the House of Darius and the Rise of Alexander. So it's a prequel to 300. So if you're a Frank Miller fan like me and you like 300, that's a really good one to get. I'd get in your shop and pre-order that one because that's probably the only way the shops, a lot of the smaller shops won't even bring them in unless you order it. So, and then they've got, I like their aliens, some of their alien stuff, not all of it, but they've got a 4-part miniseries in April called Dust to Dust. So I'm going to get that one. And Marvel's coming out with, if you got the new Marvel preview magazine, you'll see they've got the Hunt for Wolverine one-shot coming out in April. They're really pushing all the Wolverine with the, where's Wolverine and all the comics. They got little one-shots. There's one in the back of 794 there. I'm really hoping he shows up in that new story arc. We'll see. But there's 4 separate titles coming out from Marvel in May with Wolverine. Adamantinium Agenda, Claws of the Killer, Mystery and Madripoor, and Weapon Lost. And it's funny that Old Man Logan this week is the story arc is Moon over Madripoor is part 1, so it's kind of interesting. But I don't know if those are going to be one-shots, limited runs, or full series. I'm kind of thinking they'll be like a limited series, and then later on they'll start a whole new Wolverine series, but we'll have to see. Rob Liefeld is creating a new character called Shatterstorm. That'll be revealed in Deadpool Batter Blood. So look for that one. And Thanos Annual #1, that comes out in April. The Cosmic Ghost Rider will be narrating all the exploits of Thanos, so that looks kind of interesting. That Cosmic Ghost Rider's a big character. I hope you're all able to get number 13 first and second printing. The second, and talking about that second printing is funny. You know, it's the first print was 44,000. That's with all the variants. The second printing is going to have, I'm guessing, 10 to 20,000. And because it's got a totally different cover on. It's got a variant cover. Then I like the cover better on the second one. So that's, I don't know. Look for that one. Try to get it if you can. That's it for this week, everybody. I will try and get one out. I probably won't get it out till Thursday next week, but I will definitely have one out. We will talk to you later. Have a good week. Bye.